Thank you for joining me. We're going to talk about revitalizing America. In this section, we'll be talking about the military options. How will America face the new challenges of terrorism with its coordinated, multi-site, ever-changing tactics? How will America deal with the emergence of nuclear powers all across the Mideast, resurgence of the Russian threat, and the ever-growing assertiveness of China? How can we deal with the threat of cyber terrorism, with the threat of biologic and chemical agents? How can we create a state-of-the-art, rapidly responding, and adaptable military capable of handling a dozen or more, maybe even 100 different skirmishes worldwide? One way that we can do this, we're becoming more and more dependent on special forces. So let's talk about that. Let's put them on steroids, if you will. Let's say that we recruit 100,000 spec ops over the next 10 years, 10,000 a year for the next 10 years. These would be specifically trained in various technical fields such as computer security, aeronautical engineering, chemical engineering, nuclear engineering, mechanical engineering. These are very specialized individuals. All of them would be a pilot. All of them would be a sniper. Imagine creating 100 spec op units of 1,000 soldiers each globally, with the goal of being able to put 1,000 of them anywhere in the world in 4 hours notice. 10,000 of them in 24 hours notice. Highly specialized. And together these advanced, trained, and degreed individuals will be able to capture or destroy a nuclear plant, a biologic plant, capture a command and control center, a data center, a chemical plant. Maybe it's a satellite. Maybe there are nuclear satellites that need to be taken out or defended against. Submarines. Anywhere in the world in 4 hours or less. What I would envision is that you would recruit folks for a 20-year stint, not a 2-year, not a 4-year, but a 20-year stint. You'd have to pay them a decent salary of $50,000 to $100,000. In addition, we would issue them a $1 million whole life policy, and every year $50,000 is paid into that. So by the time that they retire in 20 years, they'll have $1 million. They'll have no less than a bachelor's. Most of them will be a master's or PhD in their respective fields. They could be deployed 3 months, then back home for 3. Deployed 3, back home for 3. We're talking about submariners, maybe having 5,000 submariners, maybe 1,000 astronauts that are trained and actually have space stations, if you will, at various locations. You could have underwater stealth base op stations. You can have stealth ships. You can have various training camps all over the world. Think about 100 different places that they could be and having 1,000 different spec op folks there. If you imagine having 1,000 to 5,000 submariners, they basically would have their stealth subs. They could take out any fleet anywhere in the world. They may even include tactical nukes, depending on the situation. You're talking about maybe training 1,000 soldiers who could run nuclear power plants that not only capture them, but actually could run them or decommission them anywhere in the world. What I would envision is that each soldier would actually have a robotic partner, either a fight beside them or a transportation vehicle. In other words, it would be like a robot almost. If you think like Iron Man and some of those, they'd actually have their suit of armor or their vehicle. And on those vehicles, you'll have like a minigun. You'll have a .50 caliber sniper with the video camera that can actually capture from long range and hit. And that technology is already out. And each one maybe have a 4 rocket pack. So when you send in 1,000 or even 10,000 spec op guys, and maybe they have the little helicopter and then it pops over, it's a transformer. I know it's high tech, but it'd be a transformer into a land vehicle. But in the meantime, you have 10,000 miniguns. You have 10,000 automated sniper rifles, .50 cal. You're talking 10,000 missile packs. That's 40,000 missiles, all within 24 hours. So when there's a call, when Benghazi or somebody like that, and they call for help, within 4 hours you have 1,000 spec op guys, and if needed, 10,000 within 24 hours. That's the new military. That gives you a flexibility. Think about the spec op guys and how they could rotate worldwide, and they would be on this training in the desert, and on this training in the polar, and on this training, just by going to all the different locations here. It will allow you to have up to 100 skirmishes at a time, or 10 major campaigns at a time. So what's the next step? Well, the next step is to share the vision with the elected officials and military commanders. For more information, or if you want to give me a call, give me some feedback, Dr. Bob at americanomics.info. Thank you.